welcome to the Tech Media Wire podcast powered by IBN. This original audio production delivers market and sector insights, as well as exclusive interviews with innovative executives shaping the future in fast-moving industries, and may feature a client partner of IBN or one of the 60-plus investor-focused brands within IBN's dynamic brand portfolio. As a multifaceted financial news and publishing company, IBN leverages its extensive distribution network, utilizing multiple proprietary corporate communication tools to introduce both public and private companies to a vast and diverse audience of investors, consumers, influencers, journalists, and other targeted segments of the public. IBN may have received compensation to produce this audio content. Please be sure to read IBN's entire disclaimers for full disclosures. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the next revelatory episode of IBN's Tech Media Wire podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Tech Media Wire broadcast brought to you by the Investor Brand Network. I want you to check out this company as we speak to them today. This is GlobalTech Corp. They're traded on the OTC under the ticker symbol GLTK. News out September 26. Here's the headline: GlobalTech Corp appoints Frank Parrish as president. Well, as fate would have it, we get to talk to Frank here today. So visit us here at the Investor Brand Network. Click on the Clients tab. They're in alphabetical order. You're going to find a profile for GlobalTech. But let's welcome Frank to the show. Frank, welcome, and thank you so much for taking time for us today for the Tech Media Wire podcast.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely wonderful to speak with you for the very first time, and congratulations on your appointment as president for the company. Let's start off on a high level. For those that may not be familiar with the company yet, could you describe the business model and the markets that you operate in there at GlobalTech Corp?
Sure, my pleasure. GlobalTech's a technology company that has something remarkable in its DNA. We fearlessly believe that value creation is a collaborative journey that needs to creativity, clarity, and singleness of purpose. We aim for excellence. Technology development and deployment are at the core of our growth strategy. We're constantly enhancing this capability set to deliver quantifiable success. As a holding company, we've developed two distinct verticals of business excellence. Our technology vertical is focused on AI, big data applications. We also create products using the latest technology stack that have a transformative effect on business operations. We've developed three major products under the GlobalTech umbrella that are targeting significant business opportunities. Our business holding vertical includes technology-centric business operations. These are established businesses that have their own growth trajectory, and GlobalTech is introducing the exponential factor through internal utilization of the cutting-edge products that we've developed. Being a holding company, we've worked hard to deploy a highly cohesive operational landscape within the organization. This ensures that GlobalTech itself is the first beneficiary of the exponential impact of emerging technologies, which deliver maximum value for all stakeholders. In addition, GlobalTech also instituted a Center of Excellence program specifically focused on technology collaboration. This ensures continued access to the latest technological advancements. It's a huge success. We get some remarkable resources on board. Also finalized collaboration agreements for commercial activation of additional cutting-edge products across various markets that we serve. These products are also carried under our technology portfolio. It's hard to believe we started just a year back on the market access and have an on-ground footprint now in the USA, the UK, the EU, we're in the Middle East, and Australia for product and service offerings. Overall, the momentum has been very positive, and we plan to capitalize further on our strengths.
Well, I'll tell you what, I got the press release, like I said, in front of me here. Your background is very impressive. Let's talk a little bit more about you as our guest today. Tell us a little bit about your background and what brought you here today as the president of GlobalTech.
Yeah, absolutely. I have more than 25 years of experience in the industry with a special focus on value creation. I work closely with U.S. and international companies as they list in U.S. public markets, and I have a deep experience in SEC reporting, IPOs, and other key financial activities. I worked in a range of industries from telecom to biotech and pharmaceuticals, oil and gas, construction, manufacturing, software, and others. And I held senior leadership roles at Big Four accounting firms. I'm also a certified public accountant and a chartered global management accountant. My bachelor's degree is from University of Texas at San Antonio, and I also have a Bachelor of Science in Logistics from Wayland Baptist University. I've been indirectly associated with GlobalTech, and since the time that it filed its registration, GlobalTech has assembled a very impressive management team. On the management team, we have Dan Green. He managed complex operations in oil, gas, broadband mining sectors through the roles of Entrada Enterprises, SatView Broadband Limited, and Pacific Energy and Mining. His expertise extends to high-profile acquisitions in software and internet development, coupled with extensive experience in reverse merger strategies. Dan's engineering background with a Bachelor of Science in Mineral Engineering from the Colorado School of Mines also underpins his analytical approach to driving GlobalTech's futuristic initiatives. We also have Azar Saeed, who brings over 2 decades of financial leadership to the company. His strategic financial oversight has been pivotal in shaping GlobalTech's transformative journey, positioning technology at the core of its business strategy. Azar previously served as Group CFO for WorldCall Group and remains a director at WorldCall Telecom Limited. Finally, I'd also like to mention that the management team is also supported by a very experienced board of directors.
Well, very good. Again, what a team that's been assembled there at GlobalTech Corp. Traded on the OTC again under that ticker symbol GLTK. We're speaking with Frank Parrish, the newly appointed president of the company. Frank, with a team like that, there's obviously going to be some major milestones that have been achieved so far. You've done a great job of laying out for us the foundation of the company and then the management team. Let's look back here on 2025 so far. Go back further if you like, but what have been some of the major milestones that the team has been able to achieve?
Yeah, I'm happy to share that. Our revenues for the half year grew by 23% compared to the same period last year. Considering we had year-over-year growth of more than 70% in our fiscal year 2024 results, it's comforting to see that GlobalTech is still maintaining an aggressive growth trajectory. We signed up recently with D. Burrell Capital Investment for our uplist journey. GlobalTech started trading in 2024 on OTC US, and we plan to uplist to NASDAQ capital markets this year. We closed the first private placement through a convertible note of 1.4 million just this month, and we plan to raise further capital that would be purely focused on our technology products, as 3 of our remarkable products have transitioned to commercial activation. Cadence, which is CADNZ, is an AI-ready digital lending platform. It's positioned to be the best as far as total cost of ownership, ease of deployment, and completeness of product is concerned. This was developed over the last 2 years. Cadence is gearing up for commercial activation now. Our market engagements and demo sessions have gone very well, and it seems Cadence is well positioned for entering this $12 billion per year solutions market. Another business segment we have is Thrivo AI. It also recently came online. This is an AI-powered platform that captures the full business cycle for any sizable retail operation with significant e-commerce presence. Sales intelligence captured by Thrivo AI, along with all relevant data points before it systematically automates product showcasing for maximum sales conversion. Thrivo AI is also designed to continuously improve its delivery through real-time feedback loops. As far as market potential is concerned, the e-commerce platform market is poised to exceed $13 billion by 2028, and Thrivo AI is much bigger than a simple e-commerce platform. And then we have another revenue stream, Baseball Blitz. We've designed an ultimate digital hub for the wonderful game of baseball. It goes way beyond the traditional archaic sports league management systems architecture. Market potential is huge, with 500 million people engaged with the game of baseball and a minimum of 30 million players in softball, with baseball and softball worldwide. Baseball Blitz also has technology advantage as it is built with the latest stack not widely used in this industry. On the business and technology acquisition front, we concluded the deal for the acquisition of the core engine for CrickSlab Sports League Management System. We have additional business assets in our sights, and given the right environment, we're well positioned to move toward closure now that our technology products are ready for deployment. To reiterate, on the value creation plan, we selected D. Burrell for our uplist journey. We're now deep in that process, so that's a big step forward this year. And we also closed the first private placement of 1.4 million.
Well, this is a great time to tell you about the website because it's beautiful. GlobalTech Corporation. Scroll over on that menu bar left to right and find product portfolio, and you will see so many of the things that Frank just talked about. The Baseball Blitz is really exciting to me because I thought in the beginning that maybe this was going to be something for just the pro athlete. Clearly, this is for the recreational, the high school, the middle schools, everybody. Baseball and softball. So that is so fun. There's a lot here, everyone. And I mean, a website is just that. It's supposed to be informative, but so many times we don't get enough digging deep so that we could do our due diligence. Not the case here at globaltechcorporation.com. That's TECH, globaltech corporation.com. So Frank, let's jump into the crystal ball section of the interview. Tell us what some of the goals are for the team around you and yourself as we push forward to the end of 2025 and into 2026.
Yeah, very exciting, and I'm happy to share that. We plan to uplist to NASDAQ Capital Market during fiscal year 25. That's a major milestone that we're targeting in 25. Necessary filings have already been initiated. Commercial activations of our products are also already underway. In 2025, we have a play on our strengths targeting signups in markets where we already have competitive advantage. Selling up a roadmap for an impactful global launch in early 2026 post-uplist is our ultimate goal.
Well, go to Investor Brand Network as well. I told you about how to find this, clicking on the climate tab. Right at the top, there are investment considerations on this company. And a company that's diversified with this many offerings and having so many verticals that they operate in, it's going to be substantive. When you go and read about this company, I highly encourage you taking that ticker symbol, using your own brokerage platform and doing your due diligence, or simply clicking on the GLTK Newsroom tab at Investor Brand Network, and you can find so much more about this company. So Frank, before I let you go, any closing thoughts or comments for the listeners, the viewers, and the shareholders that might be tuning in?
Yeah, we have a very exciting future. We have a lot of planning underway, and I'd love to tell you about our recent company news. Let's walk backwards in the timeline. We're on a journey to uplist in the NASDAQ capital markets this year. We closed the first private placement of 1.4 million. And our AI and big data products transitioning to commercial activation, there's an opportunity for massive growth. We recently signed up with D. Brow Capital Investment for our uplist journey, and GlobalTech has already been trading on OTC since 2024, so we have significant experience in meeting compliance and regulatory requirements. Our financial results for the second quarter of 25 have been very promising. Our net revenue grew by 23% compared to the same period last year, further highlighting our continuous growth trajectory. Using our Center of Excellence initiative, we finalized collaboration agreements for commercial activation of additional products across various markets that we serve, which are now carried under our technology portfolio. Our business vertical continues to thrive and are on an exponential trajectory through internal collaboration and utilization of our product development initiatives. Over this time, we've also built an amazing management team, which will continue to spearhead GlobalTech's growth well into the future.
Well, Frank, I want to thank you for your time and your insights. Welcome to the team there as the president. Obviously, you've laid out for us a tremendous foundation created for the company in 2024, 2025, with the exciting news of the uplist coming sometime in 2026 to NASDAQ. Congratulations on everything your team has been able to accomplish so far. We look forward to great things from not only you, Frank, as president, but the entire team there at GlobalTech Corporation here in 2025 and well beyond. Thanks for your time today, Frank.
Thank you, Stuart. We're definitely excited for great plans ahead.
Absolutely. Well, for Frank Parrish, this is Stuart Smith saying, hey, hit that subscribe button, leave us some comments, maybe throw a like at us as well. We'd love to hear from you, your questions on GlobalTech Corporation right here on the Tech Media Wire podcast brought to you by the Investor Brand Network. Stay tuned for our next episode.
The Tech Media Wire podcast is an original content production powered by IBN, a multifaceted financial news and publishing company that delivers next-generation corporate communication solutions. Utilizing proprietary corporate communication tools such as news aggregation and syndication, social communication, and brand awareness techniques, among others, IBN introduces both public and private companies to diverse audiences to enhance reach and recognition. IBN may receive compensation for services and solutions provided to its client partners. You should assume that the owners, officers, and directors of IBN or financial analysts mentioned in this production may hold a position in and may intend to trade the securities in their own accounts. This production is not an offer or recommendation to buy or sell any securities that may be mentioned in this production. The information in this broadcast is presented solely for informative purposes and is not intended to be or should it be construed as investment advice. As in all investments, investment in the featured companies carries inherent investment risk. Listeners should review the companies thoroughly with a registered investment advisor or registered stockbroker. This production by IBN is not purported to be a complete study of the featured company or other companies mentioned. Information used in statements of fact have been obtained from featured companies and other sources but not verified nor guaranteed by IBN as to completeness and accuracy. Such information is subject to change without notice. Please see IBN's full disclaimers and disclosures at www.ibn.fm/disclaimer. Music in this episode is by Infraction. For more, visit inaudio.org.